We begin with the news in Jamaica. The government has ordered a lockdown of the crime-riddled parish of St. James. On Thursday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the declaration. St. James has seen a drastic increase in murders, triggering this latest crime-fighting measure. Tamara McHale reports.
Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Thursday declared a state of public emergency for the parish of St. James. This is, of course, due to the escalating crime numbers in the parish.
I have been advised by the security forces in writing that the level of criminal activity experienced, continued and threatened is of such a nature and so extensive in scale as to endanger public safety. In consideration of this, I wrote to the Governor General recommending the declaration of a state of public emergency for the parish of St. James. The Governor General has signed a proclamation dated and effective 18th of January 2018. The proclamation has been gazetted. A state of public emergency is now in effect for the parish of St. James.
The state of emergency in St. James became necessary with over 300 murders committed in the parish in 2017 and a deadly start to the new year.
Last year, there were 335 murders in the parish. This is almost twice that of any other parish, with Clarendon having 168 murders over the same period. There are numerous gangs operating in St. James. These gangs are involved in murders, shootings, scamming, extortion, and other illicit activities. They use murder as a tool to further their criminal interests, protect turf, and to incite fear. They create an atmosphere of insecurity throughout St. James and surrounding areas. There have been many incidents where criminals use high-powered weapons to carry out killings and reprisal against other gangs in several areas of St. James.
In addition, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck also gave some staggering statistics.
The data show that the parish of St. James has historically and comparatively recorded the highest number of murders for a parish in the history of the nation. In fact, the parish that has the second highest number of murders recorded, just about half the number of murders that were recorded in St. James. In other words, the number of murders in St. James is twice as high as the parish that has the second highest number of murders in Jamaica.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Holness outlined what will now happen in St. James under this state of emergency.
Under state of public emergency, the security forces will have extraordinary powers and some rights are suspended. This does not mean that the use of these extraordinary powers can be arbitrary or are beyond review. The declaration of a state of public emergency does not mean the suspension of the rule of law. The security forces are expected and have been directed to treat citizens with respect and protect the dignity and safety of all. Clearly, the operations which will be conducted, though directed at criminals and their facilitators, and I want to repeat that, the facilitators of criminals, will create some level of general discomfort. We ask the public to cooperate with the security forces.
A hotline has also been set up. The number to call is 830-8888 or call Crime Stop at 311. Meanwhile, Chief of Defense Staff Rocky Mead explained what is now happening on the ground.
What you can expect is that all persons using all roads leading in and out of St. James may be subject to search, vehicle search and personal search. In various areas of the city and townships, you will see joint patrols, static and mobile. The troops will be pursuing wanted persons, violence producers, and may therefore require the cooperation of the citizens of the parish.
National Security Minister Robert Montague is making this appeal to the people of St. James.
We are appealing to the citizens of St. James for any information that you may have. Now is the time to tell us who the gunmen are and the gangsters, because a gunman or a gangster in your community is a danger not only to your community, but is a danger to you. Therefore, any information you have, all information you have, we need it. We need your full cooperation in moving forward, in restoring peace and order, so that the good people can continue to contribute to the well-being of Jamaica.
And as for the duration of the state of emergency, well, this was the Prime Minister's response to journalists.
We will not declare to the public for strategic reasons the duration of the state of emergency.
So as you have heard, the Prime Minister said he will not declare the timeline as to how the state of public emergency in the parish of St. James will be due to strategic reasons. The security forces, however, are on the ground and citizens are being asked to cooperate as they try to bring the crime situation under grips. For Ceen Caribbean News, I'm Tamara McHale.